Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of our show here that we've been doing. This is now our third season. As you all know that season 1 and season 2 are very successful, and today we are looking forward to have another exciting and amazing episode today. Today we have very young souls here. We're going to share the experience on the topic we have today. And before we get deep to what we have today, I'd like to introduce myself, my fellow host, and our guest on show. I'm your favorite host, Oyamo Odari.
I'm your favorite host, Calibrizen.
So let's get to know our guests. They're going to tell us their names and what they do. So let's start from right here.
Okay, my name is Damaris Mutua. I am a journalist.
My name is Mtacheka. I'm a journalist.
Lois, I'm a journalist student.
Grace Bizzle, journalist.
Victor Tino, journalist.
Okay, we've all witnessed here we have journalists, so we know these are people who are very effective with communication. So we're going to be right back and kick on with the topic. Alright, welcome back our viewers. Today we're going to share a topic that has really been trending on internet. We cannot ignore what is really happening in the country and what is happening in the world. Internet came in to help us know what is happening in the world, also to connect with the people who are not close to us. So over the days, we've been seeing that, topics that are really trending, and one of the topics that is trending right now is, people are really fighting on whether they should agree on to share their partners for financial gains or not. And we've seen so many people who are going through financial difficulties agreeing that it's for the best interest, and money is everything. So our guests today in the room are going to tell us whether they agree or not, and the reasons to why they hold to their perspective or they hold to their grounds. So I'm going to start right here and ask my guest here. You see, you're a journalist, right?
Yeah.
So having that, you're very eloquent with communication and you're open to the world, having views of different people. So in your own opinion and to the opinion of the majority that you behind you, do you think you can allow your partner have another partner for sexual relations in order to gain finances to support your needs?
Yeah, okay. According to me, that I cannot allow my spouse to have a sexual relationship with some people just because of financial gain. So there must be consequences at everything that you do. So at the end there will be consequences. According to me, there are some diseases, and you can fall into someone with some diseases. You bring diseases to me, and we will not have that family, and to cut our future goals, our dreams will not be the same, because you get into depression. Your future into a dream is cut.
So what I really mean, you are ready to vanish in poor.
Okay.
In poverty. So
It doesn't matter. As long as you are happy and you love each other and you're happy together, you can stand and fight for your.
but those chances out here are so minimal.
Yeah, okay, given a chance, let's assume you're given a chance in a space where you have a choice to pick between sleeping hungry and allowing your partner to go out and have someone else to get money to buy food.
Okay.
You mean you'll just decide to starve and
Sleeping hungry, it doesn't. Okay, there's no option that I can. That is not the only option that you can do to gain financial. You can do some other things. You can wash clothes for some people. There are so many other people, many people out there. They need some people to help them. Maybe they have their children. Like those people who are really financially stable.
So
They
you
really
choose,
need those
you
people.
choose to be
It's
loyal.
better I go there. I
you
wash
mean?
clothes and bring 200. That will make me hit for that day. The next day, God will provide.
Okay, if I heard your last argument, you're saying that, him, I'm assuming it's him because you're a lady, because, the other gender, getting the same gender is not legalized in Kenya.
Yeah.
So assuming him, you're saying if he decides to do that, he will contract sexual, infections. And that is from the point of financial, financial gain. And what if he still cheats without, having the financial gains? I mean, someone will argue and say whether or not, because in the internet today, let's call a spade, they say all men are cheats. So whether or not you take the financial gain, you will still cheat, as they say. So how do you, respond to someone who argues the same way?
Okay, according to me, that is maybe for his pleasure or my pleasure, because it's something that comes to your mind. I want to do this for what?
Yeah.
And you know that you know yourself. Like if you have a fiancé, I know I have a fiancé, but I'm doing this for what purpose? Everybody have his own opinion and has own reason for everything that he's doing.
So in short, you're saying we should not legalize, we should not monetize sexual relations. They should just be affectionate. Okay. Unless you have a question for her.
No, God, nothing.
Okay, that was from our amazing journalist here. She has shared her insights, and I'm gonna get on to our next guest, and let's hear what she has to say. So we've heard her say she cannot, monetize sexual relations. So I'm gonna put you in the same spot. Assuming your father is, dying on bed, and you don't have finances, and the only option on the table is your man sleeping with another woman for you to get one. Would you do that? Would you allow that? Okay, so I heard, like we've heard from her saying that we shouldn't monetize sexual relations, and according to her, she'd rather sleep hungry than, monetize sexual relations. So I want to put you in the same spot, Luis. You can share with us maybe what you think, like assuming you in a spot where your father is having an ailment that he has been hospitalized, and there are no finances, and the only option on the table is maybe your man, sleeping with another woman to gain that, amount of money to pay for the bills. Do you allow that? And if yes or no, why?
Well, my father,
Yeah.
my mom. Why does this have to be so tricky? As in, is my father dying from the sickness or something?
We don't know. I mean, diseases, we don't know when diseases are going to kill people. So in the same spot, when someone is sick, you don't think of what is going to happen to them. You all think how he's going to get better. So in that spot that you don't have any other option, or maybe your man,
like she is confused how to do,
Yeah.
so that your dad gets better.
and your man puts that option on the table and says, you know what, babe, this is the option on the table. I have this woman. She can help me get this amount of money, but I have to sleep with her.
You're talking about my father? Yeah, go for it.
Why?
That's my dad you're talking about. That's
Someone
my
would
dad.
argue and say, this is your father. Yes, your father will get better, but this is your man who you're gonna sleep with after that, and maybe he's contracted diseases. Doesn't that scare you?
Get this right. My man came and told me I have this solution. Isn't this man clever enough to do his own investigations? If he's ready to do this, then go on. If you are ready to do this, do the interrogation whether the lady you are sleeping with is pure or anything. But I'm talking about my dad, saving the life of my dad. I wouldn't let my dad die for anything. No, for anyone.
So you're in for allowing sharing
Yeah.
partners
Go for
financial
it.
gain.
Yeah, sure, go for it. We are talking about my dad, not food or anything.
So yours is circumstantial. You're saying under certain circumstances you can allow that.
If you're talking about my parents or my blood,
So it's
yeah.
all about saving a life. Your
Yeah.
dad is alive.
Yeah.
So what do you think? In relation to what she says? I mean, you are on the contrary opinion. Would you allow your father die, or would you save a life?
Okay, as I said earlier, to have sex with someone else for financial gain, it's not the only option. There's so many other options that you can think of, okay? You know,
Because
you can
having
have that.
sex-
You can have that list of people who will contribute for you. You go to church. Yeah, you know, people with understanding can really help you. You know, and also you can struggle to find something to do. Like you can start something. You can sell fruits. You know, you can start just something.
But given in a position where, you know,
it's not
health is not going to allow you to go sell fruits to come and serve a life.
There will always be another option.
So you still stick to your point that
I
there will
still
always...
stick to my option.
Okay,
that-
let me ask you, are you a Christian? They say exchanging sex with money, that's like being a prostitute. You see, you are a Christian, yes, I have heard from you saying you are going to church, do want to contribute. So are you in agreement with me? Exchanging sex with money is just like prostitution.
No, actually, I don't mean that it's like, you know, it's not.
It's
like,
really a religion and it's a rule and a right.
you know,
Exchanging sex with money is just prostitution. So if you allow your man go and sleep there with another woman, a mama or whatever they call them,
mhm.
that's just a prostitute. So
Yeah,
what do you say, my colleague?
it's really getting hot here, and you know, honestly, I don't wanna, you know, make assumptions here and make judgments, because it's our guests' time to share what they feel. You know, I also hold my own opinions, but when time comes, I'll share my own opinions. But let's get straight to our next guest here, this gentleman. Who's really looking forward to hear what he has. I mean, you've heard from this lady say that, you know, she's of the opinion that, you know, no matter what happens, I'm not going to allow my man interact in any sexual relations for money, no matter what happens. She believes that there is always another option, even if she's in a dilemma. And she's of the contrary opinion that, you know what, if circumstance doesn't allow, then why not? I mean, this is my father's life, this is my mother's life. I'll have to, you know, go against some certain principles to do that. I mean, as a man, now we've had women's opinion. As a man,
Truly, I am. I can join the dots the way she has said, simply because I will. Why? You know, at this generation where we are facing some challenges. One of it, I can say, financial security. We are too poor. We are poor. Second, something like optimism. Let me start with the first one. About financial security. We are financially challenged. Suppose there is no way you can get a job right now. The statistics is saying the number of people who are employed are more than the number of people who are unemployed. Yeah, that's the only opportunity that I can gain, at least financial.
okay, now assuming all this is happening, you've allowed your partner, she's had a sexual relationship, you've had all the money you want now. Now, what happens? How will you be looking at her? I mean, will your relationship with her change, or everything will still remain the same as long as you secured the bag?
Nothing will change because it is normal. Before you get, let me ask you a question. Before you married, let's say your girlfriend, do you know that later she had someone?
Yeah, before that was, you know, you make assumptions in your head.
That's the way you make it. The way you make it like that is the way I figure it.
Okay.
Because I don't know the way. Maybe before I got her, maybe she was somebody who was go-getter, walking in and out. But now, here I am. She is faithful. So I don't know. So I take it as normal.
Okay, so you know, you're giving instances of the past and the present.
Exactly.
That what happened, you're no longer in the picture. You're never in the picture.
Yeah, it is
But
normal.
this is what has happened. You're in the picture. You're part of it.
I take it normal.
When making, you know, I believe this is a mature conversation where adults are going to be watching, so we can, you know, call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
So while making love to her, afterwards, won't you have that feeling that, you know what, this lady had sex with someone else? Won't it affect you? I mean,
Let me give
emotionally?
you a flashback.
Okay.
As you were starting dating, let's say at 13, 16, when you had sex with her, automatically you are shining off.
Sex.
It is a reflection. Yeah. Then let it take like that one. When you grow up, you have sex with someone. isn't it? Now at this particular time, it is a serious issue. I don't have a job, she doesn't have a job. So the only thing to gain money, so that to cater for, let's say rent, something like that one, the only opportunity that I have is just only sex work. I will.
So literally, you're saying you cannot die when sex is an option to save you from poverty.
Then the second one I talk about autism is whereby, let's say, my friend is not able to give a birth. My friend her wife is not able to give a birth to a normal children. And the Bible say, your neighbor is your. Who is your neighbor? Is somebody who needs
help.
Your help.
Yeah.
Automatically, if she doesn't have a.
So let me ask you, bro.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I come tell you,
Yeah.
I was the one who broke your woman's virginity.
Yeah.
How would you feel? I'm your friend and I come just direct to your face. I tell you, blah blah, bro, you know this. I was the first one to get your girl. How will you feel?
I feel partially alone. Partially alone. Because
Victor, I have a question.
Ask me.
You want to mean that things will be the same again after you went out there and have a sexual with someone else?
First of
you want
all,
to mean things will
the
be
passion
the
between-
same
First of all,
again?
it will secretive between my
Okay.
Not
Okay.
You cannot be secret with yourself.
Okay, let's say it's secret for you and her.
You know,
But you know, every time that you cannot tell me that every time you are going to make love to her, that you will not feel guilty. You will always feel guilty. You
Let me
will
tell you
always have that feeling
Let me
that
tell you.
yes.
All right. It's really getting hot here. It's really
Just a minute.
it's really getting hot, and I have to stabilize. Okay, a minute.
Just a minute. You know, Oyamo people have different personality.
Okay.
The way my personality is different from yours.
Yeah.
So if anything's happened to you, I'm a hardcore, you're a softcore. I don't know. So if it happened to me, I'll take it simple. Exactly.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you see how it's getting hot here. People have different opinions, but you know what? We respect people's opinions and people's decisions. Anyway, having heard from you of the contrary opinion from us, and she's agreeing with her, I'm really curious to know what our last guest in this segment has to say. Having heard from all of them, how they, babbling and gambling, how things are going to unfold. If you're put in the same spot, and let's make an assumption that you're well aware that the partner, the person your partner is going to have sexual relations with has AIDS, and you're really struggling to feed yourself, you're really struggling to pay your bills and stuff, would you allow it?
Iko hivi, unaweza kubalia mpenzi wako aende nje ya ndoa kwa ajili ya kupata manufaa ya pesa?
Hapana.
Why do you say that?
Kwa mahusiano kuaminiana na kuelewana, na kama aliamua kuwa na mimi, tuseme kwa mfano,
He's leaving you. You're in a condition where you want to eat, you want to pay medical bills, but the finances are not there. The only option on the table ni enda alale na mtu nje, afanye tendo za ngono na mtu nje, apate hiyo pesa, bring nyumbani. Okay, and you're in a spot where now, having heard from them, some of them are saying they would agree, some of them they are saying they won't agree. Now, my question kwako ilikuwa that, having that maybe umejipata in that spot and you have to allow it. Okay? You have a chance, an option whether to allow it or not. Again, details come in that the person I'm going to sleep with are on HIV and AIDS. But you're hungry, you have bills to pay. Would you allow? Would you pick your anger or decide HIV kuja?
So Eliufe.
sikufa kuna Mungu na
You cannot resign everything on
Nowadays, there's genetic engineering.
They will always be out.
Okay, let's have one person at a time, kind of. Okay?
Nowadays, there is genetic engineering, whereby I can
30
sleep,
seconds.
I can sleep with you with a comfort zone, whereby I will not get any disease. So, disease being you getting a disease or my wife getting a disease is not a problem.
Okay, you cannot know whether you are genetic, that whatever you say.
Maybe
You cannot.
this.
No.
I love you, Anna.
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just out of time, and the topic is really getting hotter and hotter, and we can't spend the whole day here. We have lots of things to do, but we've had the people's opinions here. When we were not in a court session to judge who's right and who's not. We just wanted to hear their opinions, and we are so grateful that you tuned in and actually decided to come and watch and see what amazing people have to share here. So we're going to take a break, and we come back. When we come back, we're going to have other guests who are also going to share their opinions and their suggestions on the same topic. So I would like to actually thank you for showing up today. I really don't take that for granted. It has really been amazing, and I really wished we had enough time, but we're running out of time. Thank you so much for your candor, and thank you so much for your time here.
So make sure don't touch the dial. We'll be back.